Welcome, motorsport fans, to round 7 of the KZN Road Racing Club Championship.
All good. Looking good yet today at Desi Raceway at this penultimate round of 2019 Club Championship series.
Yeah, going really well.
Enjoy, guys. I'm Hayley from Carshop.co.za. Mike, over to you.
Thanks, Hayley. We have an enthusiastic crowd here today at Desi's South Coast Raceway. It's been an incredible championship season so far. With only 2 race days left, the heat is on.
I see retros are going out there. Well, I think the man to watch out there will be Meredith Willis. He's been pretty consistent. He could be the guy to watch out for.
It's the retros out on their rolling start, and it's Reg Sutton who takes the first corner, followed by Meredith Willis and Manfred Schroeder. Today we have a 17-car lineup with 4 different classes. Classes D, E, F and G. Sutton still leaning into turn 5. And Quinton Willis making a quick recovery. Willis has had some close calls here on turn 5 this season. Sutton and Willis locked into battle there. We're on board now with Graham Kerr. And there's that Quinton Willis who's on the side of the road again. He's just pushing too hard. Aero Natal sponsored Daryl Mann holding on to a 6th place finish in his Porsche 924, leading the remaining classes. Reg Sutton in his Ford Escort 1.6, sponsored by Rob Steele. Racing in the D class has been faultless throughout today. That's the Green Machine Ford Anglia, piloted by Cecil Manson Bishop, getting lapped by Anton Havenga. The Hopgood sponsored Meredith Willis, a strong performer in the retro class in his Ford Escort 1.6, struggling today to get ahead of Reg Sutton. Reg Sutton wins first overall, but Meredith gets the best overall lap time of 1:20.932. Retros race 2 and away they go with a rolling start. We go on board with Meredith Willis and we can see Reg Sutton full pedal to the metal. He has tasted victory once before today and he wants it badly again. Manfred, it's a pretty good day out there for you today. Tell me how it's going.
I'm battling with the misfire the whole day. We try to change spark plugs and coils and everything. But yeah, just trying to hang in there and keep in front of Vaughan.
Tell me how you're doing so far in the season.
I had I think about 3 DNFs, which didn't help. So yeah, I think I'm lying 4th. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I mean, at this stage in life, I don't really care where I finish in the championship. I'm just out here to go as fast as I can in every race.
Yeah, we've had fun. We've had a lot of fun. Reg and I had a titanic battle the whole race. In fact, both heats. The cars are so equally matched, and there's nothing in it, you know. The guy who starts or gets to turn 1 first is most likely going to stay there. And I tried to force him into an error, but it didn't work. It was great fun. Computer World, they've helped us out. They've helped the club out, which is fantastic. Personally, my sponsor, Hopgood, without his help, I certainly wouldn't be running at the front of the pack.
This is the final turn through the Dunlop South Loop, and it will be Reg Sutton taking the victory over Meredith Willis once again. It's a green light and the 150s and 150 Masters, and away they go. And Sean Joffe looking like a man possessed as he leads with at least a 3-bike lead. As we come out of turn 4, and Joffe has a massive lead over the rest of the pack. Trailing in second is youngster Lee Singh. Singh has been a solid performer throughout the championship, followed by Adrian Janssen Telek and Tristan Pienaar. Pienaar visiting for this meet from Gauteng. Duchenne Belgi and Felix Krober trailing behind in their classes, but loving every moment of being out on the track with the wind in their faces, still running decent times in the range of 1:38. Tristan Pienaar having a solid run and had a best time of 1:24.475 in the first race of the day. But Sean Joffe is untouchable on his TZR 85 with the best lap for the day at 1:23.969. 150 master Zane Davidson on his Honda CBR 150, finishing 4th on the grid, 27 seconds behind Sean Joffe. As race 1 ends, Joffe takes the 150 win and Janssen Telek taking the Masters win. Race 2 and away they go, this time Pienaar with a whole shot, followed by Joffe. Tell me, how's your season going? We've got 2 races left, double points right at the end.
No, it's actually been quite good. Still got quite a nice lead in the championship, so hoping just to bring home every race. So if I finish every race, I should be able to pull it off.
Doesn't look like anybody can catch you.
No, well, yes, we put a lot of time into our bikes, so we make sure they're flipping perfect.
Right, and with Zane Davidson and the 150 Masters, you seem to be having a decent season. Tell me about it.
Yeah, everything's gone okay. I'm leading by 13 points. I just have to beat Llewellyn, and then I think I've got it. My main sponsors, STMO Racing and Perry Bikes. They've helped me out big time this year. I'd like to thank them.
Taking the overall for the 150 class is Sean, and the 150 Masters is Adrian.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Rudman, Formula Extreme Champion. I'll see you after the break.
Super Motards, and away they go into the first race. Leading the pack through turn 1 is Hein Etzel, as usual, on the 88 Husqvarna, followed by Craig Bishop on his 36 KTM 450. Craig Bishop, dealer principal KTM, having an absolute cracker year to date. Etzel making the most of today to rake in maximum points, as it will be his last race of the year. Although a solid performance throughout the year should guarantee him the championship win. Here come the mid-pack down the main straight, led by Super Motards master Klaus Etzel on his 86 Husqvarna. We're back with the front runners as Etzel brothers Hein and Carl lap number 77 Ryan Smith. Dafco's Leon Smith looking solid as he holds on to the 6th place with the best lap time 1 minute 19.772. 4th place finisher Kenneth Wilson with the best lap time of 1 minute 18.138 in race 1. Race 1 finishes and it's Hein, Carl, and in 3rd place Craig Bishop celebrating on his back wheel down the main straight. Race 2 and away they go once again, flat out into turn 1. It's crowd favourites Hein, Craig and Carl. All right, this is Clinton Pienaar from Superbike magazine. Clinton, I believe you got some two of your sons racing here today.
Yes, we do. So we came down from Joburg and we ran a series up there. And I just wanted to come see how our guys compare against the Natal guys. And yeah, we had a lot of fun, hey?
And how did it go today with the Lassies?
I think my eldest son got a 3rd in your motor class. I don't know, we'll see what prize giving, but definitely a 4th, but hopefully a 3rd. Because some guys were crashing out. And the youngster was going for a 2nd place, but 2 corners from the end he crashed out. So he could have had 2nd today, but he didn't get into the points.
Yeah, the season's been good. Thankfully, no mechanical DNFs or anything like that.
No injuries?
No injuries either, so that always helps. We'll be missing the next round, and thankfully we managed to wrap up the championship now, despite it being double points next round. But yeah, it was a really awesome year. Thanks to KZN Road Racing Club. The guys really doing an awesome job.
KTM's Craig Bishop, despite having a great first race today, he only completed 1 lap in the 2nd race. His hub gave him problems and lost drive to that back wheel. Justin Matthey and Klaus Etzel making their last turn through the Dunlop South Loop. As the checkered flag falls, it's Hein's win in Super Motards and Justin's win in the Masters. It's away on a rolling start for the sports cars and Super GTs. Duncan Dos Rees leads out of turn 1 in his Porsche 996, with Jonathan Peterson following closely behind in his Nissan 350Z. Boss Marine's Peter Blofield in his Nissan GTR 2.7 litre has also been consistent throughout the championship so far. But Dos Rees has a need for speed and shows no signs of slowing down. Allied Transport Rob Madon having some fun out on the track in his Lotus. Dos Rees still leads in this first race with a best lap time of 1 minute 15.724. Peterson closely behind with his best lap, which was 1 minute 15.963. So as you can see, people, things are very tight out there on the track. But it's about to hot up more as the vet Dave Robbie goes into attack mode and overtakes Peterson with Dos Rees in his sights next. But Dos Rees not willing to let go without a fight. Just as they are about to enter turn 12, Robbie sees the opportunity and goes for it on the inside. This is exciting racing, ladies and gentlemen. And Robbie takes the win. What a race! It's race 2 with an inverted start. The slower cars up front, making it challenging for the faster cars to work their way up the field from the back. Right, starting with Jonathan Peterson, you had a pretty good event at last time out. Take me through how it went.
Yeah, it went well. Myself and Duncan, we've managed to have a bit of a good dice. You know, the Porsche's pretty strong. We're just grateful that the car's been reliable the whole year. So yeah, I had fun. The car belongs to Brian Penny from Body Rides. So, you know, we've been with Brian helping him for the last couple of years. So it's just progressed, and every race we've just done little changes to the car, and it's got stronger and stronger, and we haven't stopped. So, and we've got competitive every race, more competitive, should I say. So, yeah, it's been fun, you know.
As the checkered flag comes down, it's Dos Rees' win for the Super GTs and Robbie's win for the sports cars. Mini GPs take to the track on the Northern Loop, but with their own slight modifications. It's good to keep it fresh for these youngsters, as they will one day represent the best in South African motorsport if they keep up this enthusiasm. Good to see Hannah Perrin back in the saddle after her mishap at a hockey trial earlier this year. It's music to our ears as the 1000cc's and 600 bikes take to the track in the Formula Extreme class. And leading from turn 1, it's Malcolm Rudman, followed by Robin Eldred and Blaze Baker. M Project's Rudman has been a consistent performer this year on his 82 Kawasaki ZX6, and today a best time lap of 1 minute 14.514. Robin Eldred on the 36 Suzuki GSXR trailing in second position in the Formula Extreme A class with his best lap time of 1 minute 18.139. Carshop.co.za Clinton Massey Hicks on his number 14 Honda CBR 600 looking strong out there with the best lap time of 1 minute 21.092. But it'll be Rudman who takes the flag on the first race for the day. It's race 2 and away they go. Eldred challenging Rudman for the lead on his back wheel. But it's the Malcolm Rudman show here once again, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are reaching maximum speeds of about 190 kilometers an hour on this track.
Well, the season started off well. I think I accumulated most of my points in the beginning of the year. So now it's just getting through with all the, finishing off the championship and walking away with the win. That's all that I'm really concerned about today.
Your sponsors?
M Projects, Bandit Clamping Experts, Actum. I've got Krebok as my lube sponsor. So yeah, my mom and dad everybody that's friends and family, everybody had to help me and keep me on the track. Without those people, I wouldn't be able to ride.
And as the checkered flag drops, Malcolm Rudman takes the A-class win and Craig Tarlington in the B-class. Power Sport and 300 class with an expansive field of 28 competitors. On the track, we're in for a great day of racing in these two classes. This is the second largest class in the KZN Road Racing Club of 2019. Blaze Baker on his number 51 Yamaha 300 leading the field, followed by Malcolm Rudman on his Kawasaki 400. Blaze has recently been crowned the 2019 SA 600cc National Champion once again. Leading the Power Sport class is Llewellyn Perrin on his Honda NSR 426cc. Llewellyn delivering a best lap time of 1 minute 21.008 in this first race. Rudman gaining some traction on the main straight. He takes the number 1 spot on the grid from Baker. Roy Hallett on the number 80 Honda CRF 450 overtaking Felix Krober. However, despite his best efforts, Hallett only completes 2 laps in his first race. Right at the back of the field, we have Mark Desmond Samuel soldiering on like a trooper with a best lap time of 1 minute 31.435. Off camera, Etienne Tablanche and Drew Gates had an incident. With 70% of the race complete, the COC calls it and moves on. Race 2 and away they go. Blaze Baker leading for Malcolm Rudman and Llewellyn Perrin leading the Power Sport class. Blaze, you've been having a cracker season on the track all over the place. KZN, Gauteng, all the way around the country. Take me through how it's been.
Yeah, this year's been it's been an incredible season. We've just won the national championship, and then obviously racing here every second weekend after the nationals. It's been very, very busy for my dad and I. But it's in my blood. I love racing.
Can you take me through some of the sponsors who make this happen for you?
Yeah, I've got 2 weeks before this, the first national of the year, we weren't going to race, and then we contacted Yamaha, and they were nice enough to give me a bike for the year, and all my other smaller sponsors that have hopped on board, getting the bike up to speed. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Rapid Bike, Performance Technique, Actim, Rossi Sports Bar. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible, and I couldn't thank you guys enough.
And as they come through the Dunlop South Loop for the last time, it's Blaze Baker for the win in the 300s. Sean wins the Masters and Llewellyn Perrin takes it in the Power Sport. Super Modifieds A, B and C, the largest field on the KZN road racing roster, with 34 competitors spread across 4 exciting classes. These saloons are fast and they are furious. Leading out of turn 1, and it's Shirin Rajpour in his Goldwagen Springfield Golf 1 2-litre, followed by Super Modified Elton Fox, Ronald van Rensburg, and Pierre Richard Potgieter. Elton Fox takes the lead as they exit turn 4 in his M-Track sponsored VW Golf 2-litre. Elton delivering the best lap for the race at 1 minute 20.698. Trailing behind Van Rensburg is Andrew Strike in his Toyota Chaser 2.4 litre, followed by the rest of the pack. As these guys race around this track, they can reach speeds in excess of 160 kilometers an hour. In third is Hendricks Goldwagen's Ronald van Rensburg in his VW Golf 2-litre. Shirin Rajpour chasing Elton for the first spot on the grid. Shirin leading his Modifieds A-class. Paul Tarberton narrowly escaping Dubcorp's Rob Priest in his VW Golf 2 2-litre, too hot into turn 2, losing control and spinning off the track, leaving a cloud of dust for the other competitors to find their way through. Greg Ogilvie in his Class B 2005 BMW 318, trying to overtake Loins on the inside of turn 5 without success. Ogilvy giving his best lap time in this race of 1 minute 25.372. Here's Tarberton getting sandwiched between Damien Parker and Daniel Wexler, and a VW Polo standoff between Peter Blofield and Chris van der Westhuizen once more through the Dunlop South Loop for race 1, and the front runners holding out strong on their positions. As the flag drops, Elton, Shirin and Ronald take the top 3 spots on the grid. Race 2, and it's A for away, on board with Gary Commons as Ronald van Rensburg and Pierre Richard Potgieter challenges to take the lead. And it's Potgieter who gets into turn 1 ahead of the rest. But it's short-lived as van Rensburg takes the lead. Some beautiful imagery from the drone as it flies real low over peak hour traffic.
Well, so with Elmer from the West Days, first of all, tell us what's the secret there, what's how the improvements, or how you've improved, what have you done to the car?
Well, this year has been quite a rough year for us. The car broken down quite a few times. We had a little bit of problems with the gearbox in and out, CVs, and yeah, just going back to the drawing board, and we got everything right, and yeah, I think just the recipe is right now forward, and hopefully it goes strong from here.
Well, no doubt the car looks strong, and you're looking good out there. Half a second separating the top 4, and top 4 drivers all running 24.
Here comes the mid-pack chase as they're coming down the main straight. But whoa, Danny Wexler goes skating across the track. Wexler cannot be too happy about that.
Slow start, halfway through the year, but yeah, we're back on it. We should be sitting 3rd in the championship, so it should be 2 more races. Let's have a look.
Ultimate round, double points right at the end, so
here we come.
Could be easy for you, man.
Watch the space. Let's have a look.
The checkered flag drops and the results are in. Elton wins Super Modifieds, Shirin wins A's, Dane wins Mod B, and Mark wins the Class C. A familiar favourite, Time Challenge, where it's the ultimate test against yourself. Timmy Racing Time Challenge, tell me, how does that work?
Well, basically, I enjoy the Time Challenge because it's a consistency race that allows anyone to compete. You don't have to have a fast car. You know, you can have a 130 racing against a 120, and if you consistently run in 130s, you can beat the guy with his Porsche and his 120 or his sub 120s. So, you know, it opens up the playing field for a lot of people, and it gives other people an opportunity to come and race, you know, and get track time. And I'm telling you, it is an amazing experience. Anyone who's interested, I really recommend it.
A special thanks to Carshop.co.za for making this broadcast possible.